Should mind my step.
And you'll have blood in your hand.
I want to have a word.
You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? A few questions, if you please. There's no...
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins...
A myth weaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? Really? Well, I've interrogated one. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
Before it's too late. Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. It searches for news of Master Halsin. Only he can set this right. If he is gone, well, pray that he is not. He left with the adventurers. They went treasure hunting in an old temple near here. Master Halsin did not chase treasure. I do not know what he was chasing, but he never returned. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
I'll give it a shot.
By Sylvanus, the Forest Father, we are granted balance.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry! Please! I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. Girl? You mean parasite?
She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks.
Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. No. The tiefling remains until the rite is complete.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike.
Yes. She is more valuable out there than in here. Sif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin will...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're one... It's nothing to... It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot. Positive. You can trust me on that.
Let her run off!
She's a
Tiring
troll.
business. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of... We've been on the... Ever since you were kind... The way you got... In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident. You see, I have this... The specifics... What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I'll spare you the finer details, but it begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you know for yourself, there'll be danger involved. Or great cost. I'm sure we won't, as do our packs, as a matter of fact. I hope I can count on you.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster? First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanas demands that we choke them out. And mine perish. You showed I want you there to be gone before the Viper must strike. You will do this tale ends but one. Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. Nettie, yeah. But if your treatment is meant to outlast the rite, you'll be
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befit. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. Master Halsin. Perhaps more will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return. Sylvanas' blessing. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. You weren't mistaken. Come, Silver. I hope to see both.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This may be captured.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening.
A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options.
You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you. But I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself.
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down.
You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option. Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Why poison? Ha! It'll take more than a nasty drink to finish Lae'zel's crèche clear.
Better a quick draft than Ceremorpho.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Never wanted the easy path.
Something over there. There is work to do. Onward.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Let's get going. At the ready.
That mural.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild? You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
Maybe I need more pockets.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
There's no time to waste.
By claw and tooth, the mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Light on my feet.
The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned.
Steal from us. The game. We've shown them once. We take Grove law seriously.
By letting that child escape without consequence. We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
Let's see what this does.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
We have the right to defend our home.
So that's what you want? To kill a bunch of innocents?
I don't want to kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be harmed. Not again.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
What's up for discussion?
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole... Nicholas.
Wish I could understand you.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Kitchoki. Fine.
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me. Yes. Your mediocre interrogation technique notwithstanding.
Gods, deliver me.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Kenyank, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The Teethling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice. Shoes.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
too. Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Food. You want it or not? Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. You've had your share. Leave some for the rest.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
Take care now, sweetie.
How long until Roland shows
Those
up?
goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection is pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
the guards at Baldur's Gate. They speak their language.
My love, you were a caravan escort for 3 days, and you quit in the middle of your shift.
You sound like your father.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Where do I fill this place?
Where did I put that old bucket?
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blade.
What to bring?
Gods,
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Gate by now.
hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blade.
Doesn't taste half bad. Right. What will we do for food when we get to the city?
Whatever
My
we
dagger. I think I'd make a fine teacher. Or a baker. Or a butcher.
Butcher.
Hell's take me. I should die if I met heroics and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
I need new pockets to pick.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blade.
We're both now.
What I do for some salt.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
Damn this. Damn them. Damn everything.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Gods, it's boring in here.
Nearly ready.
Where did I put that old bucket?
We're exposed now.
Shouldn't be too long now. To the gate. How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts.
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough!
I should speak up.
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Half my crew are full of holes. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. They chased us, all the way from the ruins we were poking around in. Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out. Thanks. I suppose we'll all need it.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city? I think I've heard of that place. Something about a stuffed dragon's head in one of the dining rooms. It's settled, Dennis. You, me, and the Elf Song Tavern first thing when we arrive. If we see you there, we'll get you a pint. For your finder's fee.
I'll talk to the guards
The
at
gods are
Baldur's
watching
Gate.
me.
I speak their language.
My love, you had a caravan escort for 3 days, and you quit in the middle of your shift.
You sound like your father.
No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
Commander?
Just Zevlor, Tilly. We're civilians now, remember?
With respect, sir, being a Hellrider is for life. They can't take...
They can, and did. Avernus changed things. Best we get used to that.
Yes. Zevlor. The Watch or the Flaming Fist?
Pardon?
When we get to Baldur's Gate, where are we enlisting?
I'm done soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a clean start, but go with the Watch. You're too honest to be a mercenary. I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that, but they've already let you pass once. It doesn't sit well with me either. But to get these people to safety, there's nothing I won't do. You'd be well rewarded for the risk. But if that won't sway you, there's nothing more to discuss. I hardly need a bodyguard, Tilsis. This isn't Avernus.
No, sir.
Open up. here goes nothing.
Goblins, gnolls. So many ways to die.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? I'm sure you're good for it. Just leave the gold on my corpse. After seeing you at the gate, I'm sure you'll last longer than us. Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
So many ways to die.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
What's inside?